I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running toes. They gonna take
this is what we gotta tell.
Every fan doing this.
Filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
See you back there. I see you.
I remember you. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. Super excited about today's episode, man. We got some good topics for y'all. I mean, Tom, I don't know what it is, man. Before every show, there's always some type of breaking news that we gotta add a topic to the what you call it to the docket, right? We gotta talk about Russell Westbrook. He just signed with the Denver Nuggets, right? We gotta react to that move. I know we talked about Russell Westbrook a couple of days ago, and sure enough, he's now with a new team. Listen, man, the Rookie of the Year campaign for Caden Clark and Angel Reese is in effect right now. There's a lot of talk about it. A lot of people are making their predictions on who should win based on what's going on right now. But we're going to address that topic once again, and we're going to give our prediction who should win Rookie of the Year. And lastly, welcome back. Not your average top five. We got to talk about that. What's the top five about, Tomo? We got to talk about top five potential MVPs in the NFL this upcoming season. I'm pretty sure it's going to ruffle some feathers. It's going to create a lot of topics, so I can't wait to do it. But as y'all can see, David Dollar's not here, but we got my boy, Mr. Your Done Son himself, host of In the Red Corner, my man Tomo. How you doing, man?
I like the wordplay that you did there. It's going to ruffle some feathers. So, we're going to see. We're going to see a lot of people when it comes to quarterbacks, wide receivers. I'm seeing cornerbacks starting to shake up in the NFL chat too. It's starting to say a lot about these lists, but we're going to see, man. But other than that, I'm doing good. I'm ready to talk some sports. I'm ready to see what you think about why Angel Reese is going to win Rookie of the Year and why Russell Westbrook keep getting traded to the Jazz but never play a game. We're going to figure it out.
Hey, man, shout out to John Lewis. But look, man, it is Thursday. All right. My man Dave not here. So, Tomo, you already know what we got to do. We got to turn up for my guy Dave. Let's get it.
Turn me up. All
right, y'all. So, look, we are streaming this on Facebook and YouTube. So, make sure y'all like the video on those platforms. Subscribe and follow on all of our social media platforms, y'all. We are on every single platform. And use the comment section. You can be involved. So, share this video with somebody that you know that's a sports fan. And y'all can be involved in the comments. Shout out to my man Teddy, Mr. BWT, my brothers. All right, my man. I don't know if he's still in Nashville, Tom. I don't know where he at right now. What we know, Carl on the road to Detroit. You know, hey, tell K I said what's up, and tell him to keep his head up. And shout out to BWT. He got a couple of episodes coming out later on today, so make sure you got tuned in to BWT. Link is in the description. And shout out to Carl once again, right? And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, go ahead and take over.
Carl, you're not the only one that's on the road. Westbrook on the road too. Maybe on the road to the finals. We don't know. The Clippers. What does it say about the Clippers now that they traded Russ away? What does it say about the Clippers now that Paul George is gone? And now it's literally Kawhi Leonard and James Harden and Chris Dunn. Because like you said, Joe, maybe 2, 3, 4 hours before the show started, I don't know what time zone everybody else is in or where you watching from, we got the alert that we was wondering what the best Western Nation was. What was it, like an episode ago? Now Western Nation set. It's looking like he's going to Denver. We got the alert that Westbrook is set to join the Nuggets after the Clippers and Jazz trade. Basically, Russell Westbrook was traded to the Jazz as a part of a sign and trade agreement for Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn got 3 years, $17 million after signing. Mm-hmm. However, it's expected that Westbrook is going to get brought out by the Jazz for the second time, and his eyes are set on Denver. So, Joe, the West, just keep on westing. And I know I said a lot about Russ probably going to the Miami Heat, but you said the Nuggets would be a good spot for him. So now tell me why his agent need to hurry up and make that call.
I thought it was a good spot for him. You know, I called it. I said Denver. I had people in the chat. You know, shout out to my brother Vaughn. That's my bro. He's very knowledgeable in basketball. But at this moment, he said it was crazy. Now, obviously, we got to see what happens. He never said that he won't go to the Nuggets. He said he don't like the Nuggets fit. But this is why I like the fit, Tomo. Number one, the Nuggets were 25th last year in bench points. The Clippers were 9th. And a lot of that because of Westbrook, the pace he brings in. And not just scoring, but facilitating, getting people in the right spots, you know, take advantage of the speed of the game. Like he pushes the rock. In the playoffs, the Nuggets were dead last in bench points last year, while the Clippers were 3rd. So that's why I felt like Westbrook would be a good addition to them because that's what they missed last year. Last year, you know, the year before that, they had Bruce Brown, who came in and kind of played a point guard position when Jamal Murray wasn't on the court. So they kind of had that, right? But then once Bruce Brown went away, they relied more on Reggie Jackson. You know, and Reggie Jackson, he kind of took a step off. Reggie Jackson has his moments, but he's not really consistent. Now with Jamal Murray coming off Jamal Murray goes to the bench, you got Westbrook, right, who can get the rest of the offense involved, like guys like MPJ, Aaron Gordon. I can see Aaron Gordon getting a lot of like backdoor passes and stuff like alley-oop, stuff like that for Westbrook on the court. So, and the Denver Nuggets also lack that energy. Like at times, they didn't have that guy. KCP was kind of that guy, but now KCP is gone. You got Westbrook who's going to bring that fire, that energy to the Nuggets. So I felt like this was the best destination Westbrook could have went. Because remember, my 2 destinations were Denver or Brooklyn. If you want to win a ring, go to Denver. That's your best chance. If you want to be Russ, go to Brooklyn. Obviously, he wants to win a ring. So shout out to Russ Westbrook for making that decision.
Well, shout out to what's my man that said something about Kawhi? Was it Lawrence?
Lawrence Frank?
Lawrence Frank was like, you know what? Russ, don't waste your time. Go get you a ring, man. They already got people lying on us. So we just gonna work it out, man. You can go to Utah. We know Utah gonna buy you out because they're a team that's really trying to figure out where they stand. And then from there, the choice is yours. I know everyone's saying it's set on the Nuggets, and the Nuggets will be a good destination for them. Again, it's still close to home because, you know, the California ties, and that's really where Russ want to be. He want to be out west, and that's like right in that perimeter. I don't see him really going to the southwest. As far as Miami, it would be nice, but I don't think Miami going to pick up the call. Pat ain't calling nobody. Like Pat Riley just been chilling. So I don't think Russ going to call them and say, hey, I want to go there and make something happen. He going to go where the rings reside, because technically him going there will be that piece. Now with KCP leaving, Russ isn't a 3-point threat like that, but Russ is a spark. And I agree with that. Him and Aaron Gordon, hey, it might help Michael Porter actually rejuvenate some energy in some of those games. Because, again, during that playoff run, he did look kind of sluggish here and there. But an interesting fact, right? They was talking, I think you've seen it. It was Russ by teams. It's definitely Southeast. You're right. I was thinking about the plane. I'm sorry, man. I'm going out of town, man. I'm thinking about the plane. I'm already there. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. You know what? Whenever Carl's on the road, we know we good in the comments. So look, it's like Russ by teams. It was the Thunder. He was averaging 23, 7, and 8. Rockets 27, 8, and 7. Wizards 22, 12, and 12. Like, look at that. He should have came back to the Wizards, but I ain't gonna say nothing about that. Lakers 17, 7, and 7. And of course, with the Lakers and Clippers, you know, this is around the time where they were trying to figure out if you want to come off the bench or not. And this is why you also picked Brooklyn, where you was like, do you want to be the best Russ? Because the 4 teams I named before that, his numbers was up. These 2 teams in LA, his numbers are down. And of course, with the Clippers, 12, 5, and 5. I think he can still be in that same ballpark. He may average the 17, 7, and 7 with Denver, because now he's coming off the bench, and that offense flows through somebody setting them up, because that's what Joker does. He brings the ball down and then more of a half-court set. Russ can run and gun, but that half court set with the Nuggets will look nice. I'm not saying it's a shoe-in for them to win a ring, but this is a big upgrade for them for all the pieces that they lost. Hold up. Okay, shout out to Hill in the Mental with the $4.99 super chat. Turn me up, aka Dave. Hashtag R2L. Have a great show, fellas. Hey man, I'm gonna let Joe say what he said, man. You know, we got a debate that was waiting for you.
You know, it's funny. You said turn me up, aka Dave. All right. Hey man, Dave, you know, handle your business. But like I told Tomo, the bright side of this whole situation, you didn't have to take this. You kind of do Tomo in front of you. You know, Tomo about to take all these bullets for you, man.
Kind of like what I've been doing in the chat with the Jazz conversation.
I know, right?
Yeah. But hey, man, that's what the Dummy Bros is here for, man. When I ain't here, Dave gonna hold me down, and when he ain't here, I'm gonna hold him down, man. So,
man, I need that picture, man. That Jordan Pippen picture, man. That's going on right now.
Yeah. Hey, soon as what was it? Once the Brandon Ayuk came out, who dropped that in the NFL chat? Big O dropped. I was like, it's perfect timing, Big O, because Dave definitely like, come on, man. But hey, man. But hey, we're gonna see what happens with Brandon Ayuk. We're gonna see what happens with Westbrook. Joe, you think he really going to the Nuggets?
Who?
Westbrook.
You said, I really think he's going to the Nuggets?
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't happen yet? Yeah.
I don't think it happened yet.
I'm talking like it happened. Yeah, I think it's going to happen.
I think the Jazz still got to buy him out. That's what it was.
You mentioned this, but I thought about the Wizards for a hot second. I was like, she watching the Wizards? And I was like, nah, the Wizards, their trajectory, they trying to lose right now, kind of.
All right, so
you're not trying to lose, I'm gonna say, but y'all trying to stay in the lottery because this upcoming draft gonna be pretty good, and y'all trying to create a what you call it? Y'all trying to create a foundation right now. That's what y'all doing. And Westbrook ain't gonna be part of y'all foundation, so why go get on?
No, he was a part of the Bradley Beal Foundation. You see what that foundation gets you.
Now in Brooklyn, they don't have a foundational piece right now, like. That's my foundation. Like they got what's the name? What's the center name? Oh my god, I can't think of his name.
And they got Cam. What's that?
They got Cam Thomas, but I'm not sure what they're gonna do with Cam Thomas. Is he their future? I'm not sure. Is he a bridge?
If you smart,
they just traded Mikal Bridges.
Oh, Nick Claxton. Is that
Nick Claxton? He's gonna be part of their foundation for sure. He's gonna be around. They just got rid of Mikal Bridges, so right now this is like a free for all season. Like it's one of those seasons. Like, all right, we just gonna play basketball, and then we're gonna bang on this upcoming draft coming up. So that's why I thought Westbrook would be good for that.
The only reason I see Brooklyn probably the only person in Brooklyn that might not like that is Ben Simmons, because Russ gonna actually make him play some basketball. When the last time we seen Ben Simmons actually play basketball,
they can't play together though.
No. What I'm saying is in practice, he's like, nah, you need to get up. We want to do something. Like that's not just all that sitting around,
man. Like that, like
you don't. And he bring that energy to the team, so he gonna make you want to play. And if Ben still don't want to play when Russ get there,
imagine them playing on the same team. That'd be crazy. They both need the ball in their hands. They both can't shoot.
Nah. Then we will be over here talking about who's gonna be rookie of the year for the Nets.
Exactly.
So while we transition from the Nets, let's transition on to the WNBA. Now, this stage was set, right? You know, we could talk about how one person is averaging a double-double, and we can talk about how another one is just breaking records left and right. But the only record, like I said, that's being broken is how much these two ladies are bringing the attention to the WNBA. Now, that's the positive in all of this, because it doesn't matter if you're going with the number 7 pick or if you're going with the number 1 pick. Somebody got to win it unless they do the co-rookie of the years. And a lot of people are like, no, we're not doing that. So we got to say, how do I want to phrase this? Who should win rookie of the year? Or should I say, who's winning? Who's winning the race for rookie of the year? That's a good way to phrase it. I'll do that. Oh my goodness. What you sending the email, Mark?
No.
Them the only CCs we acknowledging.
Man, Teddy. Yes, man.
Why you go to Michigan, Teddy? Why you go to Michigan? You could have went anywhere. You could have went. Oh, Tom Brady. I see what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
I see what you're doing. I see what he did there. I just thought about it. I was about to say because what's the name went to Michigan State, Kirk Cousins. Now, if you ask me, this award, most people are going to take the idea of impact. Some people are going to look at it as like, what are they doing on the court versus their opponents? That's how I'm more so looking at it. And I mean, level of opponents, competition. Anyway, with Angel Reese, my vote, if we all had a vote or refuse to lose, like how other networks, I can't wait till we get that vote too, y'all. Remember you were saying that a while back. Can't wait till we start getting those type of votes. I will vote for Angel Reese. And the only reason I will vote for her, one of the reasons why I will vote for her is because one, averaging a double-double in one of the most physical leagues, fresh out of college, knowing that, okay, your skill set is one, rebounding. A lot of people say she can score. Yes, you can score. But again, the WNBA in the paint, being physical, you averaging, well, she's putting up like 12 to 20 points every now and then. But it's not like she averaging 10 points a game. Like she can only get her 10 and then she get 22 rebounds. It's not happening like that. So with that physicality that she's bringing and breaking history, I know the streak ended, but it started right back up. I'm going to go with Angel Reese. And that's just my opening monologue. I want to see what Joe got to say on this one. We got to silence the haters. We can't hear you.
First of all, shout out to Angel Reese. I had a silencer for this for Dave, but you know what? I didn't have a silencer for Dave. I got a silencer for you, dog. You my dog. All right. But I had some smoke for Dave in this topic. But
I was there for the pre-fight. I knew where the fight was going.
So first of all, before I talk about this debate, I want to make sure I get my flowers. I don't want nobody to think that I'm against Angel Reese. Angel Reese is exceeding expectations. Angel Reese is balling. I gotta give it to her. She's shown to be the heart and soul of this team, of Chicago Sky, as a rookie. So I'm gonna give her props. But Tomo, it's Caitlin Clark, and it's not even close, bro. It's not even close. I mean, like it's not what people are hanging on is the double factor, which is good. She broke the record for the most double doubles in a row. You know what I mean? And she got the most double doubles in the WNBA right now. So I get it. Good accomplishment. Great. You know what I mean? You in the history books. But Tomo, there's no way that she should be Rookie of the Year favorite. Shaq came out and said she's Rookie of the Year favorite. I mean, he did go to LSU. A lot of people out because a lot of people support Angel Reese. Like a lot of people like Angel Reese now more than Caitlin Clark. It feels like in the media, I should say. Like not in the media. I would say in the
community.
The community. There you go. Right? Because the media love Caitlin Clark. I give you that. But Angel Reese is like a fan favorite now. Over Caitlin at times. And I'm looking at some clues Caitlin Clark, like the Caitlin Clark hate, right? Caitlin Clark not being on the USA team. You know what I mean? I just found out before the show, Caitlin Clark is the first person in WNBA history to average 20 and 10 in a week and not win play of the week. She didn't win play of the week, which is crazy. So Caitlin Clark hate is there. But let me get back to the debate. Tomo. Yes, Caitlin Clark. Yes, Angel Reese averaged double-double. But do you know this, Tomo? First of all, since we last had this debate, Angel Reese's numbers has fallen and Caitlin Clark's numbers has grown. Let's start there, all right? Because I have my notes. Since June 28th, the numbers either stagnated or went down and Caitlin Clark's numbers went up. Caitlin Clark right now, right? Let's talk about the rookies only. Caitlin Clark, when it comes to all the rookies, she's first in field goal makes. She's first. You know what? She's a guard, and she has a higher field goal percentage than Angel Reese. How is that even possible? She got a higher field goal percentage than Angel Reese. She got she got the most 3-point made as a rookie. She got the higher 3-point percentage than Angel Reese. She made more free throws than any other rookie. She got the highest free throw percentage than any other rookie. Right? Angel Reese is first in rebounds. Caitlin Clark is fourth in rebounds when it comes to rookies. Caitlin Clark is first in assists by a mile. Not just as rookies, she's first in the WNBA. This be the first time in WNBA history that I think a rookie would average the most assists in the league. and she's averaging like 8.2. Also, Caitlin Clark is first in turnovers. So, she's turning the ball over a lot. I give you that. It comes with the growing pains of rookie. Do you know Caitlin Clark averaged more blocks than Asia Reese? She's 4th in blocks as a rookie, and she's top 15 in the league as a guard. She's the only guard in the top 15 in blocks. Angel Reese is leading double-doubles. She's first in that. Caitlin Clark is first in triple-doubles as rookies. But Angel Reese is leading out in the WNBA. All right? And I know Dave was happy about the stat last time. Offensive rating. Guess what the higher offensive rating right now? Caitlin Clark.
There better not be no 0.2.
So here's my thing. There are multiple players averaging double-double in the league right now. Multiple players. Caitlin Clark is the only player, Tomo, that's averaging 15, 5, and 5. And she's not even averaging 15, 5, and 5. She's averaging, I think, 17.1 or 16.8. Basically 17, 8, and 6. No, 17, 8, and 5.8. So she is doing something that nobody else is doing in the WNBA right now. Caitlin Clark is the only player outside of Breanna Stewart, who won the MVP last year, outside of Breanna Stewart, to be top 15 in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals. Come on, man. It's Caitlin Clark, and it's not even close.
Your numbers are fun. Your numbers say a lot. Like at the end of the day, numbers sometimes tell the stories. Like when you go with turnovers, again, I agree with you on the turnovers, that all of them are not her fault. But again, a turnover is a turnover. I told y'all why I agree with that. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to put the possessions are 9/10 of the law when it comes to basketball. It's like you possess the more possessions, you got a better chance to win that game. And when it comes to Angel Reese, I would believe some would say the 3-point shot is harder than an actual layup. But how many contested threes have she shot? Like, what's the percentage on her makes with contested threes? Because a lot of not Angel Reese, Caitlin, yeah. Because again, with Angel Reese down in the paint, everybody's in the paint. So when you're trying to go back up, the defense is there. So of course the percentage is gonna look like what it is. All them shots not wide open. So again, the stats not telling the whole story. Yeah, when you in the trenches, things look a little different, Joe. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, Tomo, I can't give you that. A big is usually a high percentage person because all their shots are high percentage shots. A guard usually, it's rare that a guard shoots 50% from the field. That's rare. That's why Michael Jordan is so great, because he shot 50% for his career. But it's rare that happens. But a big shooting under 50% is usually a bad thing.
I say contested. If she missing wide open shots, you get no debate from me there. You shouldn't be missing layups.
We talking about contested. Caitlin Clark range is right now is far further than anybody in the WNBA and the NBA right now, even including Steph Curry. Her range.
What is her? I know you're gonna find it. You don't have it today, but I know you're gonna find it. Send that in here. What is her percentage of contested shots? Not even threes, just contested shots.
I don't know her percentage of contested shots.
I said no, you don't gotta look it up right now, but when you find it, like that's something that someone's gonna add back. Because again, Angel Reese 2-on-1 versus a 1-on-1, the percentage is gonna look different there. Again, I know where you're coming from when you're talking about the votes and how everyone's giving her the support, but that support, same way with Caitlin Clark, rolled in from college. Everyone who wanted to see Caitlin Clark win or lose in college brought that same energy over to the WNBA. Everybody that wanted to see Angel Reese, and technically Angel Reese is a winner. She beat her in college, but all of that energy transferred right over here. Most times, when have you ever seen it where it was a 1 versus a 7 and we're asking who's going to be rookie of the year? Like when it comes to like draft status.
In WNBA, yeah. I mean, I get that. She's exceeding expectations. I get
so that right there says a lot. Again, and she's bringing it to the court. I don't even think she had she had a rough start, but her rough patch wasn't the same as Caitlin Clark's, and she still found ways to be productive throughout the game. Like Caitlin,
so you basically get a rookie of the year because she exceeded expectations.
For me, yeah. That's
what? And look, go back to your point about the field goal percentage. Did you know that the top 35 rebounders she's by far have the worst field goal percentage out of the top. I put rebounders because usually those are the bigs. She has the worst field goal percentage out of the top 35 top rebounders. Number 36 at 38%, and she's at 40. So like she's not shooting well from the field. And I get it, Tomo. She's exceeding expectations, but you don't give a rookie of the year based off expectations. You give rookie of the year based on what did you do.
That's some of it though.
No, it's not.
That is some. That's some of what goes into the vote.
You know why? At the end of the day, although her expectations not higher, she's not being defended like Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is receiving way more attention than Angel Reese. Way more attention.
It can go both ways because her. Nah, you can't say that because Steph receives way more attention than a Clay would because of the range in which she shoots. So yeah, that makes sense. I can give you that. They got to check her full court because if she come past half court, she can shoot and it can go in. So that makes sense.
Because, like, I mean,
but that also goes with what though, Joe? Expectation. What? People expected her to be this good when she got here. That's why she went number one.
And she's still good. That's the good thing about it. Like, she's breaking records. Tell me, she broke the assist record in the single game. 19 assists. 19 assists. She almost had a 2020 game, bro. Like, as a rookie. That's crazy. And she's top 5 in the WNBA in clutch points. She's clutch too.
For anybody that's watching this right now, I'm definitely losing this one because this was not my fight. So everything that Joe's saying makes sense. But like I said, if I had a vote and I'm being full-fledged honest with y'all, I'm voting with Angel Reese because of the expectations. I did not expect her to be this good to this point. Caitlin Clark, I expected her to be this good. Now, if she wins, cool. But this is my vote. You can fight me all you want, but that's my vote.
And that's the thing how most people are. They're like, oh, I'm picking Angel Reese. And you ask her why? Because of expectations. Or because she broke the double-double streak. And it's like, yo, like
when you don't expect somebody to be good and they're showing you that they're going to be good and they're showing you that you're better than what it is, it's kind of like siblings. It's like when the older sibling get in trouble and the younger sibling can just get away with stuff. It's like, because you knew better. It's like, well, we knew that Caitlin was going to be good. So half the stuff that she's doing is like, well, okay, maybe that's also what goes into what you're saying, Joe, about everyone is expecting her to be good. So they're overlooking. No, what I'm saying is they're overlooking how good she's playing because they're like, yeah. But this one person here that no one really expected to play as good as she is getting more of the support from the community to be like, well, she deserves this. Dave, when you come back, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, dude, I thought he sent me some notes, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you have that fight. But for me, I think that's where Joe was coming from with it. I see what you're saying. Is like the person that's actually playing better needs to get more recognition. Meanwhile, the person that everyone didn't expect to be good is receiving the recognition, but overshadowing the person that's good.
And look, the last thing I'm gonna say is this: it's harder to win when there's a target on your back versus winning being an underdog. I want to say that it's harder to win when there's a target on your back versus winning to be underdog. Because when you are the underdog, there's no pressure. When the target's on your back, you had all the pressure. The Kansas City Chiefs, they about to go for a three-peat. They about to have all the pressure this year. But do the Bengals got pressure like that? No. Nobody expect the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl. Or I'm gonna say Bengals. Nobody expect, let's say, the Cowboys. Nobody, but y'all always got pressure. You know. Put a comment up.
I put it up there, Joe. I'm waiting for the.
I think even they know I'm right now, huh?
I'm waiting for the Angel Reese one.
Angel Reese, what? Contested shots from the rim? You mean
I say contested shots, man. At the end of the day, a contested shot is a contested shot. I didn't say from. I said from 3 at first, and I changed it. I said, let me change it. Just a shot. How many contested shots?
This girl shooting 50% on contested shots. That's amazing.
That's good. Nah, that's good. I told you, Joe, at the end of the day, I get where you coming from with the numbers. They are there. But again, my vote is going to Angel Reese.
I'm telling you, like
y'all can kill me in the comments.
When you got being honest.
Come on now. It ain't that far. Do the math.
7% as a big Tomo. Come on, bro.
This contested shot. It could be a mid-range. That could be a 3. You don't know what it is. That's why I said shots.
Like 0.3 threes a game.
Hey, that don't matter. If a hand there, it count. That's 7%.
By the way, speaking of WNBA, I want to say this. In the WNBA chat, I made a comment by JJ, John Paul Jones, and people had pushback on me, and ain't nobody responds to me since. I said she the closest thing to KD. And they were like, oh, no, she's not. It's not. And then ain't nobody seen nothing since. Unless I haven't checked the chat in like an hour or two.
They had to work, Joe. That's all. They had to work. I'm making
work. It's 7:36.
I'm making excuses for everybody because you already know what my pushback gonna be. You got me on this one, but that not so average top 5. I'm fighting back.
Oh yeah, I'm
fighting back.
Let's get to it.
You gotta get them back. Now, like we said, I mean, with the perks, if you click the description and you become a member, it'll show you that we also have segments on each of the shows on the network. And of course, the description right there, once you click it, you'll see all the shows on the network. Description meaning YouTube. Because I don't know if we show it on Facebook as well, but it's right there. He said, I just laughed at the comments. Hey, Dave, don't worry about it. He said he laughed. I don't see agreed nowhere right there. I'm being literal call today. He laughs. I don't see agreed at nowhere. But we have the segments, and of course we got Doghouse. Shout out to Dave's Doghouse, and then we got Your Done Son. And I'm gonna try to get one by next week. There's a lot of people on the list. I might just have to do a top 5 Your Done Son. Yeah, I might just have to do a top 5.
You might as well. I already know your candidate is, bro. It's been all over the chat. Yeah, you gotta do a Your Done Son for your boy. No, he's probably a Doghouse. Yeah, wait till the move actually happens.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is, if you haven't watched the Your Done Son segment, just go back and look at the names. The only person outside of Kawhi Leonard and Eric DeCosta, it's been falling. Skip is done.
You're right, but Kawhi Leonard ain't been falling.
He came back.
Had a healthy postseason assistant.
He ain't had one of those. So I'm gonna just say Eric DeCosta because he signed Lamar.
Yeah, he's the only one that.
You're right. So that's why I gotta be very strategic about these Your Done Sons, because once you go there, it might get ugly for you, especially the people who put in the parlay bets. But lists been going around all week. Lists been going crazy all week, and this is how I know the NFL. This is how they ramp up the NFL off season. I'm starting to notice it. They don't do it with regular markability no more. They'll drop a top 5 or top 10 quarterback list and say people react. But this is one of the top 5 lists that everyone in Refuse to Lose, and I would say the commenters wait for. Not so average top 5. Joe, the floor is yours.
You can leave it 2-screen. That's cool. Tomo, these are your top 5 potential MVP. Like, these guys have the one of the best chances to win the MVP this year. Let me say that. All right. And we got some honorable mentions. You know, there's a few guys on here. It's like 4 guys I have that's not on here that could have been on here. But we're gonna start number 5. You got me on the video?
Yeah.
All right.
Right here.
At number 5, Feisty Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is number 5. Nah, there's other guys I could have put number 5, but I'm gonna go with Joe Burrow. Why Joe Burrow is number 5 potential MVP for next year? Out of sight, out of mind, Tomo. Being injured last year will benefit his case, by the way. Bengals missed the playoffs, so, you know, maybe something like winning the AFC will benefit him a lot because it will show his value. Before I move on to the next reason, let me show you why they have a good chance of being number 1 seed. Obviously, they're in the AFC North. They got a tough division already. But outside of the division, Tomo, these are their division opponents. I mean, they non-division opponents. Chiefs, okay, they beat the Chiefs all the time in the regular season. Commanders, Panthers, Giants, Eagles, Raiders, Chargers, Cowboys, Titans, and Broncos. Only 3 out of these 10 teams made the playoffs last year. They have the last place schedule because they were last place in AFC North, so that will benefit them a lot. Also, T. Higgins on the franchise tag wants to increase his value. Jamar Chase due for an extension, want to increase his value. So I think Joe Burrow, if he get that number 1 seed, it will be a high chance he'll win MVP next year. So I'm gonna go with Joe Burrow at number 5. At number 4, now this might ruffle some feathers right here. Jalen Hurts. Now, why is Jalen Hurts number 4, Tomo? I got 2 words for you. Saquon Barkley.
Oh, my goodness.
Saquon Barkley. The Eagles' offense has a chance to be the best offense in the NFL. There has never been a QB that threw for 4,000 yards passing, had 30 passing TDs, 500 rushing yards, and 10 rushing touchdowns. Hurts has a great chance to do that this year. People forget his year when he went to the Super Bowl, he had 3,700 passing yards and he missed 2 games. He could have had 4,000. So, especially with the Tushy push, he can definitely get the 10 touchdowns. He had 15 last year. You know? So I'm gonna put Jalen Hurts at number 4 because his low turnover rate too. He's usually a low turnover guy when they're running the ball very well. And if the defense is still not great and they still able to win a division and get a high seed in the NFC because of their offense, Jalen Hurts has a high chance of winning MVP. So I'm gonna put Jalen Hurts at number 4. At number 3.
Can't see. Is that? Oh my God.
Aaron bleeping Rodgers. Why does Aaron Rodgers have a chance of MVP? I got you, Tomo, and I think you're gonna agree with me with this one. If the Jets win the division, it will be the first time they won the division since 2002. That right there, check. All right. Yes.
Like Detroit.
Mark Sanchez, number 1 division. He said what?
That's like Detroit.
No, Detroit actually further than that probably. I'm playing Detroit. I think I was the Commanders, but we did win in Copa year. But first time since 2002, the Jets will win the division if they just win the division. Plus, after the Bills had owned the division last 4 years, and the Patriots many years before that.
Decades.
Aaron Rodgers, right? If he throws less than, I can see him throwing 8 interceptions or less. He's only thrown for more than 8 interceptions 3 times his whole 15-year career. So he's also a low turnover guy. They have a great defense, right? And lastly, Tomo, it's the name. Shout out to AJ. It's the name. The dude is 4th on the best QB list, and he ain't played in 2 seasons for real. Wait, sorry, 1 season, and he wasn't even good at last season he played.
Technically, 2.
You said what?
You could technically say 2.
2, yeah, I can technically say 2, right? And also, the media wants him to be good this year. They are. All the media dudes are hopping on Aaron. They love Aaron Rodgers. So if he wins this division, bro, he's going to be a top MVP candidate for sure. No matter how many touchdowns he throws, as long as he can throw a bunch of interceptions, he's going to be MVP candidate. Because they're going to put all the reasons why the Jets won on Aaron Rodgers. They haven't won since 2002. Number 2. I don't know if you like this one or not. I don't know because it's more pressure in your guy. I don't know.
Ain't no pressure over here. We already proved the chat wrong outside of a playoff game.
Hey, Tomo, Dak has a really good chance to win MVP this year. Let me tell you why. He's number 2. Dak Prescott. All the off-season drama. Cowboys not getting nobody in the offseason for real. It's one of the worst off-seasons in Cowboys history since Dak been there. A lot of Cowboys fans want to jump off the ship. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, you know what? They're already hanging it up for the season. Like, you know what, y'all? We're not going to be good this year. I know we won 12 games last 3 years, but this ain't happening this year. Philly reloaded. Got 2 DBs in the draft. Got them another linebacker. Got them, re-signed the receivers. Got Saquon Barkley. Got new coaching staff. You know, like, people expect Philly to win. There hasn't been a back-to-back winner in the NFC East since 2004. If the Cowboys manage to win the NFC East after Philly reloaded like they did and breaking this back-to-back curse, Dak Prescott and the Cowboys gonna get a lot of credit for that. A lot of kudos. Plus, who was All-Pro last year again behind the MVP?
Come on now, Dakota.
Dak Prescott. When you're second best to the MVP, you have a leg up in the MVP race. Who had a leg up last year in the MVP race, Tomo? Last time I checked, who was the MVP favorite by like week 10?
The year before. Oh, yeah, it was Hurts, right?
It was Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts. Right? We talk about in the NBA. Who's going to have a leg up this year? What's the name? Luka Doncic. Because he was number 2. Number 2. Who had a leg up the year before that? Like last year, Jokic had a leg up because he should have won, So the runner-up is usually got a head start. So, and on top of that, 3 teams the Cowboys play on primetime. They play the four. You know how I am with primetime games, Tomo.
No, I am with the 49ers. Go ahead.
They weigh a lot. 49ers, CJ Stroud, who a lot of people probably think he should have been on this list. CJ Stroud and Cincinnati. Joe Burrow, another candidate. 3 wins in those primetime. I'm surprised you only got. Oh yeah, and Tampa Bay, but that's the end of the year. I'm surprised you only got 4 primetime games. Y'all normally have like 5 or 6.
Thanks,
but
Thanksgiving. That's how
y'all had 7 last year. Oh yeah, Thanksgiving. Y'all play Thanksgiving. Y'all play.
Of course we play Thanksgiving. I think we play y'all.
No, y'all play the Giants.
Get the
That's a
turkeys.
massacre right there.
Get the turkeys. Let's go.
We play y'all before that though. We play y'all, then y'all play now. So I think Doc has the second best chance to win MVP next year. And he has to just win the division for real. Because the 49ers might win the NFC, but they got too many MVP candidates over there. Last but not least.
That was a shot.
Last but not least, at number 1, Josh Allen. Joe, why Josh Allen number 1? You know what it is. We talking about Aaron Rodgers. Tomo. Shout out to AJ once again. It's the name. You know this, Tomo. Who had the only first place vote last year outside of Lamar Jackson?
That guy.
How? If Sam Howell wasn't around last year, who would have led the league in turnovers? It would have been this dude. So how did he get a first place vote last year? Who got a first place vote as best player in the NFL this year so far? Josh Allen. He had a vote. Somebody actually put him number 1 on their top QBs over Mahomes, who just won a Super Bowl. So, Tomo, the media is waiting for Josh Allen to win MVP. They are waiting for him to win MVP. Here's the thing. Josh Allen lost Stephon Diggs. Okay, that's another leg up right there, right? They're going to be a more run-first team, so most likely, not say run first, but they're going to run the ball a lot more, so most likely his turnovers might go down. But if he just go out there, if the Bills get the number 1 seed, Tomo, Josh Allen will automatically win MVP. I'm calling right now. If the Bills get the number 1 seed, Josh Allen will automatically win MVP because the media is waiting for this dude to win MVP.
In the AFC?
In the AFC.
If he get the number 1 seed in the AFC, I think he would have to earn it at that point.
I don't know because there's plenty of times they could.
The AFC tough.
It is, but we say that every year about the AFC, but then it turns out to be, regular season. It's rare when multiple teams win 13 games and they don't really happen for real. So
I see what you're saying there, but as far as with that team that he has, going up against the competition in the AFC, well, like you said, it depends on what the other teams do, but if it plays out right, I could see how he would win it if he gets the number 1 seed. That means he done beat Lamar out for having a great season. He done beat Joe Burrow out. He done beat Aaron Rodgers out. Then we go NFC, Hurts, and everything that he got. I could see how if they get the number 1 seed in the AFC, the media will give it to them. Now, unless an NFC team is just flat out balling and they go undefeated, then you got a point there. But other than that, I could see how they will go that way.
If they get the number 2 seed behind the Ravens, if the Ravens win number 1 seed and they get number 2 seed, I still think they'll give it to Josh Allen.
See, that's gonna get ugly because that means Lamar balled out again.
Exactly, but people are reluctant to they to win a back-to-back MVP, and you have to kind of do more. Because last year Lamar won MVP, a lot of it was based off the opponents he beat. He beat all the big opponents. He didn't have the best numbers and all that stuff. The timing of his wins were crazy. He was beating everybody. So outside of that, if the Lamar Jackson wins MVP and Josh Allen numbers, not MVP, number 1 seed and the Bills are number 2, and Josh Allen numbers looks better than Lamar's, then they're gonna give it to Josh Allen, bro. Even if Patrick Mahomes number 1 seed and Josh Allen number 2. If their numbers are anywhere close, the media is going to favor Josh Allen. They just love Josh Allen, bro. They love Josh Allen in the media.
I mean, that's what FJA stand for. You know what I mean? That's what we're trying to tell the media. Some of the media is starting to come around. They're starting to be like, what has he really done? Shout out to that NFL exec. They called him overrated. James
overrated.
Jones. Overrated. Yeah. James Jones. You my man most times, but I agree with the exec, bro. He's definitely overrated because if you
He
look at
is.
what you just said, they keep putting him as a top 2 quarterback, and he hasn't even made the Super Bowl yet. How is he top 2? How is he over Joe Burrow? He hasn't even made the Super Bowl yet.
No Super Bowl, no All Pro.
He hasn't beaten the guy that keeps beating him in the playoffs. Joe Burrow did that, and he beat Josh Allen. Like, you can't keep putting Josh Allen over that guy. That's like people putting Trevor Lawrence over Dak. It just don't make no sense sometimes. It just don't make no sense. So yeah, the media that say they love him. Yeah. Now let's get back to this list right quick, Joe. Why was CJ Stroud not here?
I had that feeling. A lot of guys like CJ Stroud. I don't know, man. I look at these 5 guys right here. If they all had an equal kind of season, let's say Dak won the division, right? Obviously, the Bills, Dak and Jalen Hurts are in the same division. But if CJ Stroud and Dak have a good season, Dak will win MVP. If CJ Stroud and Josh Allen have a good season, Josh Allen win MVP. Joe Burrow, I think all these guys have a leg up on CJ Stroud because they've been paying their dues, except for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is just bro, the Jets are terrible. They haven't done nothing. That's why Aaron Rodgers will win it. But outside of Aaron Rodgers, all these other guys have been hovering around MVP talks. And then CJ Stroud just entered that category. So if they all have an equal season, they will get the nod over CJ Stroud, in my opinion. Because he just got here.
Okay, now if we taking away, if we looking at strength of schedule and we also looking at the rosters that they have, I can understand, well, the love for Josh Allen. That would give him the edge because one, CJ Stroud has his receiver, has a good defense, has a good running back. They when they got Joe Mixon. I forgot all about that too. They got Joe Mixon. So if he goes out there and it's neck and neck between him and Josh Allen, everybody's gonna look at it and be like, well, Josh Allen doesn't have any talent. I mean, not talent, he doesn't have any weapons, and look what he's doing with these guys versus CJ Stroud. So I see where you're going with that one.
Now, there's a person who I think is gonna win MVP that's not on this list though.
Lamar.
Nope.
You got Mahomes winning it?
Yes, I got Mahomes winning this year, bro.
Now let's hit this out right quick.
Go ahead.
How?
The man had his worst season last year. This worst season in his career last year. Still won a Super Bowl. They're about to go for a 3-peat. They went and got Hollywood Brown and your boy from Texas, 2 speedy receivers. So they're gonna have some offense. They're gonna have some
about Rice.
offense.
Is he getting suspended? Is Rice getting suspended?
I don't think he is. No.
Okay, so you still got Rice too.
They got Rice. Still got Kelsey. And you still got Andy Reid.
They lost one of their defensive weapons though. Snead gone.
That's cool. You know we ain't chipping off the cheese, no matter who leave. Mahomes there, Andy Reid there, Kelsey there, Chris Jones. Okay,
hold on. I asked about CJ Stroud. That was one person once I looked at the list. Why is Brock Purdy not on this list?
Brock Purdy's in a terrible situation when it comes to the media, bro. He got C-Mac next to him, and he got the prolific offense. You know what I mean? Like I think Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy has to be exponentially great. Like he has to be like top in all the categories to win. Like I feel like he has to do the most to win MVP because of who Brock Purdy is.
What about his season last year?
He wasn't even up there. He had to beat he was already number 1 in every category almost, except for like yards per game because Tua had that. He was number 1 in almost every category. He had to go out there and beat Philly so bad for him to be mentioned in the MVP conversation. Brock Purdy was doing good all year. And then he had one bad loss, and he just fell off the MVP candidate race.
And I think that goes to some of the knock that people have on with Lamar winning it the way he won it is because look what happened. Tua was up there at one point, and what was the knock on Tua? He couldn't beat good teams. And when it was time to play a good team, he lost.
No, Jalen Hurts.
Dak, he only beat up on bad teams, so that's fluffed the numbers. So when it was time to play a good team, they lost.
But when Dak got blown out by the 49ers, did he fall out the race? When Dak got
he wasn't in the race at that point. Because remember, the Cowboys were struggling up until
I think he got in the race after that Chargers game.
It was right. That was right after the 49ers game.
Okay.
After that game, that's when they started to take off because they realized that Pollard wasn't running the ball. But again, during that stretch too, they played a lot of bad teams, and that's what expanded the numbers. Now,
and the 49ers beat all good teams.
So why Purdy can't be on the list?
That's what I'm saying. For me, yes. But the media, bro, they hard on Purdy because of his weapons, what's around him. Like when I say best chance, I'm talking about like I don't think these guys. Like, I'm not saying they're gonna win. I'm talking about like what's set up for them. Like
Okay, based
the
upon what's gonna
storyline,
happen outside
the
of refuse
situation.
to lose. I got you.
Like Brock Purdy, bro. He has to do better than last season, which was already a great season for the MVP.
Now let me
And
ask
they
this
got
question.
C-Mac, another MVP candidate.
True. Now let me ask this question. What if Brandon Ayuk leaves? Because that's another weapon on that prolific offense. That's his go-to weapon. And he still has the season that he had last year.
Then that would help him. But like if he lose Brandon Ayuk, he's known to be his best target. Like this guy. So if Brandon Ayuk loses, shout out to Tomo for saying that first. If Brandon Ayuk leaves, which I think he will, the Commanders, shout out to Commanders, Jaden Daniels, do your thing. When he leaves, Brock Purdy should be on this list because, like, that's why one of the reasons why Josh Allen is on this list because Stephon Diggs left.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think that would actually help his case.
And I already knew Josh Allen was going to be on the list. As soon as they traded Stephon Diggs, I already knew that's the first place everybody's going to run with it. Yep. He can win MVP now. I'm like, well, he couldn't win it when he had the wide receiver. Y'all going to wait?
I think Kirk Cousins also got a good chance.
He said he will not. Okay, who are your honorable mentions? I know we talked about people that didn't make it.
Everybody you named. C.J. Stroud, Brock Purdy, Patrick Mahomes, and Kirk Cousins.
Why not Lamar?
Because Lamar got it twice. You know, Lamar, like I said, when you already won, to get back to back, you gotta be really good. So like
Aaron Rodgers, those 2 years, he went crazy.
Yeah, he did. You know, the second one though, Mahomes could have won that though.
I tried to debate it. One of those years that could have stolen one, but you know, it is what it is. He had more interceptions. I think that's what it was.
Especially after Lamar's performance against the Chiefs. People are going to be hard on Lamar this year in the regular season.
But he got Derrick Henry now.
Yeah, but the people probably too fatigued of Lamar though because they want to see that playoff success with Lamar. So it's kind of like Giannis and Jokic. They getting all these MVPs, but what you do for me in the playoffs, bro? I need you to step up in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what happened to Jokic. Jokic went back to back, and he should have won, but they gave it to Embiid. The man won the championship. And he said, all right, we'll give you an MVP next year.
I mean, well, technically, that's what happened last year. I wouldn't say Lamar won it back to back, but Lamar won MVP, and the best quarterback in the league said, all right, I'm going to just go win the Super Bowl.
And that's why Mahomes, like, Dak has a leg up because in the race because of he was second, and Mahomes, because he just won a Super Bowl. So, and he had his worst time of that season was terrible, bro. Like it was like career low in like passing yards.
They weren't supposed to make it to the Super Bowl. That's how bad they were playing. Like
they were losing to terrible teams, bro. Like they lost to the Broncos, lost to the Raiders, they lost to the Colts again. I don't think they lost to the Colts last year, but they lost some bad teams.
I think they did. I think they did.
And they were the third seed. Like him being third seed, come on now. So,
I mean, with players like him, it's kind of like what LeBron say, like, just let me get in the dance. And once we get there, then that's when I'm going to show off.
But that was the first time Mahomes didn't have the playoffs didn't go through he played his first road game this year, and that was in Baltimore. That was his first, in Buffalo. Buffalo was his first time ever in his career playing a road game in the playoffs.
Man, that just added to his greatness. Yeah. That's sometimes it's set up for you to prove your greatness. It's just like, all right, you've always had home field advantage. Now, boom. Can you win in Buffalo? Which technically,
and all of my own haters. The only reason why he's in that weak division, he always got home field advantage. He put him this year, he didn't.
Every time somebody said that about Tom, but every time somebody said that about Tom Brady, everybody was like, "Well, tell the teams get better." I don't want to hear that. Now, anytime somebody says something about weak divisions, Tom Brady had a lock-in with 8 games, easy. They could have went 8-8 and still made the playoffs. Like,
I know. Shout out to Tom Brady with the Bucks.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he went down there and they made it. I mean, technically, he got smoked by the Cowboys once he got there, but I mean, it's just records don't really matter when you got great quarterbacks sometimes. Now, when it comes to these guys on the list, outside of Aaron Rodgers, because he was great statistically. James Jones, you can shoot me all you want, but I'm just saying statistically, Aaron Rodgers is good. Don't talk about winning. However, these guys on the list, they got a lot more to prove. Because again, Burrow, can you stay healthy? Hurts, can you do it again? Because everybody's talking about the roller coaster with him. When you talk about storylines, good year. Then he had an okay year. Then it's just like MVP. Then he had a great year, took it to the Super Bowl, then he dropped back down. So it's like, can you do it again?
Hey, really got a vendetta against Hurts.
Woo, man, that's your BG. And then with Dak, Dak didn't even regular season with at this point. They just like, bro, he's Embiid. Can you win a playoff game? Like, can you just go out there, not even win a playoff game? Can you win the playoff game? Like, that's what people need to say. Can you win the playoff game? I seen you win 2, but can you win it when your team needs it?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see.
Yeah, man.
Same thing with Josh Allen. Can you do that too? Because Josh Allen can beat Mahomes.
Joe Burrow beats Mahomes though. That's another thing. Joe Burrow every regular season, bro, he beat Mahomes.
He just gotta be healthy.
Yeah, and out of sight, out of mind. So he's here now, and they win the AFC as far as #1 seed, or win the AFC North over Lamar. We never seen a season when Lamar and Joe Burrow was healthy throughout the whole season.
You know what? That's kind of like, I think we're gonna get that this year because that was the Eagles and Cowboys. Remember they said Dak or Hurts never really played each other with good teams. Mm-hmm. Well, most of the Eagles.
Yeah, I played twice last year.
Yeah, and it
first time, right?
It came down to a big foot, but yeah. We could have swept.
Like,
we could have swept.
All Lamar fans says we own the division. Joe Burrow only won because Lamar wasn't there. All the Joe Burrow fans say the same thing. We own that division. Lamar only there because Joe Burrow wasn't there.
But see the difference.
Both times Joe Burrow been healthy. My bad. Joe Burrow been healthy for 2 years only. 2 years. And 1 year he went to the Super Bowl, and 1 year he went to the AFC Championship game.
So that right there shows you the trajectory when he's healthy. I mean, and every time Lamar's healthy, whatever the Ravens, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know, man. Like I said, that division is going to be real tough because if Deshaun Watson can at least get back to somewhat of being himself, and then Russ just being in a better environment. Because again, we all agree, like I don't know what was wrong with the Broncos last year. He was playing good, they just couldn't win a game or score a touchdown. Remember that wild record? They couldn't score a touchdown for a while. The Broncos was crazy.
Russell played well though. And, you know, money talks, right? They ain't want to pay that man the fee. But for the sake of our chat, I hope Deshaun rewinds the clock, bro. I hope Deshaun rewinds the clock and look like Houston Deshaun Watson. For the sake of the chat. Because Tay gonna go crazy.
Yep.
I can't wait to see this AFC North panel, man. Like
Tay and Chris, if the Browns and the Ravens are winning back-to-back, it's gonna get ugly in there. And don't let the Steelers fall to the wayside, or vice versa. Don't let the Ravens fall to the wayside and the Browns start winning. Well, we don't have a real Bengals fan, but again, Steelers and Ravens gonna have to put up a fight if their team start losing and the Browns is looking good. We know it might not happen, but still,
they have decent quarterback play.
That's honestly that's dangerous. Yeah, or trade Amari Cooper back to Dallas, man. It's up to y'all, man.
And Nick Chubb coming back too. Trade Amari Cooper back to Dallas.
I want to see how that's gonna work out. Hopefully, hopefully it's in his favor, but that's tough to come back from.
Yeah, but you said that man squatting like what, 1,002 pounds?
Yeah, see, you squatting versus somebody diving at your leg is a different type of PTSD. A different type of thing.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's true though, man. Like your mental after that. That's really big on injuries. How are you mentally after that?
And it's the second time that happened, right? I think the first time it happened, it was almost to that level, but it was in college. And then he came to the NFL. He was still a good player, and then it happened again. That's why everybody was like, should he play again?
Yeah, that was ugly too. Oof.
Yeah. Nah, it has a lot on your mental advantage, man. Shout out to my quarterback, playing through injuries. Can't win a playoff game. That's all.
Come on, Dak, man. This is your year right here. Contract year. Win MVP. Get to the NFC Championship game. That's a Cowboy fan dream right there. Like, I know y'all win a Super Bowl, but Dak win. Tomo, you're gonna go crazy.
That's not a Cowboy fan dream. So we can go. We can roll into the last words.
Okay, because a lot of the guys don't really mess with Dak like that, right?
Yeah, and I was gonna say, and this is gonna be my last words because you alluded to about Cowboy fans ready to jump ship. Ain't this what y'all been waiting for? Y'all been waiting for Dak last year, right? Like y'all said, it was all his fault. We can't win with Dak, so why are y'all mad? Y'all should be like, look, let's just get this season over with. Dak gonna be out of here. Cool. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna mess around and get to an NFC Championship game. And then I'm gonna just have to come on here and, gloat like I did last year up until the Packers game and just say, I tell y'all, like, it's not just him. You got other people that got to step up. And when they don't, he got to carry the load. And when he carry the load, either you're going to win the game or you're going to lose it. Most times you win in the regular season. But when it comes to the playoffs, I can't speak for those. So my last words is Dak just show up. Jerry ain't showing up. Pat Riley ain't showing up. Kyle Lowry ain't showing. I'm just playing. And Alex Sarr, get your head in the game, son. Like Bub. Wizard legend loading. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, man. Listen.
And we beating the Kings right now in the Summer League, 43-35 court. I gotta get my win somewhere, man.
I'll be the same way though. For me, you gotta get all the wins you can get. But I'm not gonna lie, Tomo. I genuinely, I a part of me wants to see Dak do good this year. I'm dead serious. Now I'm a Commander fan, and that's a kind of blasphemy.
Little moments, all right.
Like if Dak balls out this year, I'm gonna be so happy for you, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm gonna be so happy for you. But if he does bad, then I can like troll guys like Worm and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of like, and if Dak have a good year, I'm okay with it. I'm gonna say that. You know, so I'd rather see Dak do good than the Eagles. Now, nothing to get Jalen Hurts, but them fans crazy. Like, I'd rather see that for sure. All right. So seeing Kev, Blaze, and AJ, nah, bro. And I would love to see the core to keep his narrative going. So we don't need that happening. But my last words would be shout out to Mike Brown, signed his extension yesterday or 2 days ago. He's excited about DeRozan, Malik Monk. Malik Monk will possibly start this year. But he also mentioned there's some Hall of Famers he coached. It's like Ginobili that made the Hall of Fame and got 4 rings, without actually starting. So, but shout out to the whole R2L network. Shout out to the whole R2L family. And yeah, man, tomorrow's Friday. I know, Tomo, you're not going to be here, right? They're not going to be here. So if you're watching, fam, we need 2. You got 2 open seats, all right? So,
man,
make some time tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
All right, we having one of the moments. I know we about to leave. But, hey, bro, at the end of the day, y'all got Jaden Daniels. I want y'all to be good, just not next year. Y'all could beat everybody else, but just don't beat us. You know, RG3 did that thing on Thanksgiving. I'm kind of glad we're not playing another rookie on Thanksgiving. So I ain't got time for that. Watching y'all win 41 to like 38, and the 38 came from fourth quarter points.
Shout out to RG3.
Yeah. And also, AJ gonna let you know. I don't know if you've seen it, but I gotta say it on air. If Jaden Daniels, I was about to say McDaniels, if Jaden Daniels runs, if he rushes for over 12 yards, AJ is going to give the Corey's HE double hockey sticks. He said it don't matter. If it's over 12 yards, he's going to call him a running back.
He going to have more rushing yards than Jalen Hurts probably this year.
So just be ready.
If that happens.
Just be ready.
He got to get down, though, man. Get down. Get down. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. And we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button, no matter what you're listening to or watching it. Hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.